Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Carissa and I'm from SMK Kesehatan, Binatama, Yogyakarta. Today, I would like to present storytelling about Ki Hajar Dewantara. The Light of Knowledge, the story of Ki Hajar Dewantara. Once upon a time, in the heart of the Dutch East Indies, what we know now as Indonesia, there lived a man whose voice echoed louder than colonial change, whose dream soared higher than operation. His name was Raden Maswardi Suryaningrat, but the world would remember him as Ki Hajar Dewantara, the father of Indonesian education. Born into Javanese nobility on May 2, 1889, he could have lived a life of privilege and comfort. But Ki Hajar Dewantara chose a different path. He saw the injustice around him, how education was a luxury reserved only for the elite and the Dutch. Native Indonesians were left in the shadow of ignorance. He started as a journalist, writing fiery articles against colonial policies. One of his most famous pieces was titled, "If I Were a Dutchman," where he boldly criticized the colonial government hypocrisy. His words sparked fury. For that, he was exiled to the Netherlands. He also founded the Indies Party on December 25, 1912, an Indonesian nationalist party. Together with Dawas Tekar and Dr. Cipta Mangunkusumo, this trio was then called the Three Musketeers. In the Netherlands, he studied Western education, philosophy, and teaching methods. He dreams of bringing this knowledge back to his people, not to mimic the West, but to empower Indonesians with their own voice and value. He was once exiled to the Netherlands because of his writings. The writings contains harsh criticism of the colonial government at the time. This could rekindle the spirit of Indonesian people to fight the Dutch government. However, Ki Hajar Dewantara exiled to the Netherlands didn't stop him from studying. In 1922, he returned home, not just with knowledge, but with a mission. He founded Taman Siswa, or the Garden of Students. It was just not a school, it was a movement. Here, children all of classes could learn freely, develop character, and grow with dignity. Despite resistance and threats from the Dutch authorities, Ki Hajar Dewantara continued to fight for educational freedom. His efforts were not just about textbooks, they were about breaking mental change, about giving every child a chance to dream and to build a better future. On April 26, 1959, Ki Hajar Dewantara passed away. But the spirit lives on. Each year, on May 2nd, his birthday, Indonesians celebrate National Education Day in his honor. His philosophy was simple yet powerful. Ing ngarsa sung tulodo, ing madya mangunkarso, tutwuri handayani. In front, be a role model. In the middle, inspire. At the back, support. This word became the heart of Indonesian education, and today they are still echoed in classrooms across the nation. So, remember the story. Remember the man who stood against injustice, not just with words, but with heart, courage, and vision. Ki Hajar Dewantara didn't just teach, he planted seeds of freedom that continue to bloom across the generation. Because education is the path to liberation. That's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.